That's impossible, even for a computer. It's not impossible. We used to bullseye womp rats in my T16 back home. They're not much bigger than 2 meters. Today's gonna be a today's gonna be a very special episode. So the people that joined the Discord, link below if you're interested, got a sneak preview of what we're gonna show you today. My big food series has been something that's generated quite a bit of traffic, and I've even sold a few of the new big food items. But today, I'm unveiling the final form of the longest big food item I've ever made, and it is the hot dog. This isn't even its final form. They got a sneak peek of this on Discord. Like I said, join via the link below if you're interested. But we're gonna fully assemble this. We're gonna take pictures, and it's just gonna have that classic hot dog magic, baby. As you can see, each side has 2 holes. The purpose of that is welcome to M3 is 3D. Every day I shoot a short film documenting a slice of life of the 3D printing entrepreneur. We've been in business for 6 years. This is how it all works. Mailman. Morning roundup. This is a saber-tooth skull, and it's gonna be a sunset fade saber-tooth skull. If you don't yet know what that means, you're gonna see. Gloriously, the Cthulhu can is done. Oh man, I'm so glad. The Einstein can is on its way. Back to printing Sharkies. Oh yeah. Another T-Rex dish. To top it off, we've got a Gandhi pipe. Oh yeah, Gandalf pipe holder. If you're not dunking, you're dunking up. I used to say this thing all the time, we don't go back that far, which was like my default excuse for anything I didn't want to answer, or if I was just trying to be funny. It'd be like, hey, do you ever go to the mall? We don't go back that far. You like Metallica? We don't go back that far. You ever go to Wrightsville Beach? We don't go back that far. Does Jimmy know how to fix an alternator? We don't go back that far. Did Nixon go off the gold standard in 1973? We don't go back that far. Which is better, Carolina barbecue or Texas barbecue? We don't go back that far. Is traffic bad on University City Boulevard? We don't go back that far. I think the thing I loved about it back in the day is it sounds sort of relatable. It sounds like you're addressing the substance of what they're saying while basically not even listening. It's like the most personable, sarcastic, relatable way to be dismissive. And there's just something magical about it. Wow, what's the cop doing at Goodwill? I think we're gonna go in. Every once in a while, I call somebody by the wrong name, just to remind them I don't care about them. Everyone had one of these. Wow, I kind of like that. No tags. That might fit. Oh yes. That's a score right there. Kind of the perfect blend of obnoxious and almost sort of cool. Back at the shop, I think we're gonna assemble the hot dog and get some pics. Life comes down to a series of moments. This is a big one. Spent some real quality time looking up keywords for this guy, but we're basically selling it for 400 bucks. It does take 2 big prints and then 1 print for the little strip. So sort of 3, but yeah, I mean, that could be big right there. So I think I'm gonna keep the blenders in case I ever get in a position where I am gonna do, you know, recycling again, because these are really good blenders. We have a good team over here. But I am gonna throw away all the blender parts. You know, when the blenders break, there's a lot of times some parts I can scavenge from these guys here. But they take up a lot of space. I don't typically need them very much, and it's just time to clear out a little bit. Okay, never mind. The dumpster, which you cannot see, is quite full. I thought the trash truck had come already, but they hadn't. Yeah, trash truck had not come yet, but the good news is when the trash truck does arrive, I can always hear it. So we'll be able to throw some stuff away probably today still. Okay, I wasn't gonna do it, but we did it. Somebody in the audience suggested I make a piece of cake, and I did make a piece of cake. It's gonna be wall mountable. It's gonna have, you know, a little bit of yellow cake in the middle and some strips, and the rest is going to be chocolate. I mean, there's gotta be some bakeries out there. You know there's some hipster bakeries that want a big piece of chocolate cake on the wall. I'm the guy that can do that. Time to package some stuff. Black and white David. Small T-Rex dish. Actually, this is more of a medium one. Little Sharky boy. A very special sunset fade, David. Ooh, yeah. Time to ship the big Sharky boy. Man, he turned out so good. I really do spread joy for a living. The joy of sharking. One more thing for the day. It is a beautiful golden T-Rex dish. Time to close. Oh boy, that was a full day right there. So far this week, it's Wednesday, so we've had a new product every single day. Maybe we can get a 7 product week. Let's hope. Actually feels really good to finally get the hot dog done. It's been in the works forever. I actually looked up when the file was created, and it's been like a couple of weeks or something like that. So getting the hot dog launched into the world, it's a satisfying feeling. I guess that's the thing I am most grateful for today. Got some exclusive stuff on Discord. Some of you joined, but the Discord link is in the description. Some people made some comments on the hot dog, which was shown earlier than you guys are seeing it. Toasty O's said, now I see what the holes in the top were for. He's referring to the mustard strip. Meg, big, long-time contributor, says, looks awesome. Not my thing, but if you painted the nuts bolts green, they could almost look like a relish. I really thought about some relish, man. Sometimes with projects, especially the big foods and stuff, it's like there's always more stuff you could add. Like with the burger, if you guys have seen the burger, I thought about just making it a plain burger, but then I thought, like, what do I have to have? What's the maximum utility, basically? And so I was like, you have to have cheese, lettuce, and tomato. Like, we could add other stuff. I thought about putting pickles on there. I thought about putting all kinds of stuff, but it's like, that's kind of the sweet spot there. And you're always doing that with these projects. You can always make it more complex, but at what point do you get diminishing returns? So I figured I at least have to have the mustard on there, I was very tempted to have ketchup and mustard, but then it's like you could have ketchup, mustard, and relish. And then it's like, what about the little onion straw thing? You could just go nuts, Wolfman Crab Arms says, might be worth recessing the bolts on the mustard and using some printed plugs over the bolts to make them stand out a fair bit less. That said, I'm in love with the idea of a giant hot dog on the wall. Thank you, sir. I actually thought about doing that. The thing is, I wish I had it with me. The mustard strip is pretty thin, and you don't want to make it too thin or else it looks weird. And so it's like it was already really thin, and the tops of the bolts are pretty thick. And then it's like you're also putting a plug on it. I don't know, maybe I could have pulled it off. I probably could have done it, but I figured it already took a long time to design. Maybe next time I'll try and do that sort of thing. I guess I'm thinking like restaurants are probably gonna buy it. It's like, were they really gonna care about that? But it might have been a little better. I'll give you that. On YouTube, Jason King Kong, who has commented before, says, it appears you have entered Grindman Product Overdrive mode. Are there gold or platinum sales awards? No. Badge 319 says, I'm going to Nacogdoches just for the burrow and the grinding. Why is everybody talking about grinding? Did I grind something in the last episode? I don't know. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. It is gratitude time, as we are the Gratitude Gang. So, tell me what you're grateful for. Tell me what coffee you're drinking. Tell me how your uncle's doing. Tell me if your driveway is at an appropriate slope. Tell me if you had to shovel snow anytime recently. You can tell me all these things and more. I will probably give you a heart, probably give you an upvote. You guys are the best. Best audience ever. Best gang ever. We are the Gratitude Gang because we're grateful for things. And I will see you on the next episode. Peace out. Oh yeah, last thing I will say, that line in the Hootie and the Blowfish song where he's like, the dolphins make me cry. It took me a long time to figure out he's talking about, like, the football team. I'm not 100% sure, though. I don't go back that far.